Welcome back to Twin Tarot. I'm Gary, and this is not David. So today we're going to have, today's Saturday, August the 9th. It's about quarter to 10 in the morning. We're going to be celebrating my mom's 90th birthday party today over at my sister's house. Going to have about, well, there's over 90 people RSVP'd. So it's going to be a big shindig. So Dave and I are going to be a little bit busy this afternoon. Normally we'd be recording, and I can't guarantee that by the time this is all said and done, Dave will be actually interested in recording it videos. So I wanted to get one out for Sunday. And then he and I will get together probably tomorrow and record a bunch to get us through like Wednesday or Thursday. We've got our live with Marina Taco Tuesday. That's coming up on Tuesday the 12th. So hopefully you'll be able to check that out. That's at 6 o'clock Pacific time. So take a look at that. What I want to read on today is the meeting that the meeting that didn't happen at JD Vance's place. There was supposed to be there was reporting that there was a meeting was being set up with Trump, Vance, Susie Wiles, Pam Bondi, Kash Patel, and Todd Blanche to talk about the Epstein case and whether to start releasing information on that. And there were some reporters that asked Trump about it, and Trump said, "I don't know. I could ask you that question," which, what does that mean? And he says, and they looked over at Vance and said, "I don't know of it, but I think here's the man right here." And JD Vance went on to say that it was a complete hoax, fake news. We're not mean to talk about the Epstein situation, and I think that reporter needs to get their facts straight. And then Trump went on to go say the whole thing is a hoax, and he placed the blame on Democrats. It's put out by the Democrats. We've had the most successful 6 months in the history of our country, and that's just a way of trying to divert attention to something that's total bullshit, Okay, so you know how Trump works. Whenever he says something is fake news, that's an admission that, yeah, that's exactly what happened. And he's just trying to deny it. So we're just going to look at the energy at this. We'll have a little bit of fun with it. But, it's just in the Republican playbook. And I guess the only people that are still believing this BS are the real MAGA faithful. I think the rest of us have just started to learn that whenever he says something is a witch hunt or something is fake news or total BS, that means that, yeah, you caught me. It's a fair cop. I done it all. So let's take a look at the energy around what was supposed to happen. And maybe we can figure out why it got canceled. that might be more interesting, is why did the meeting get canceled? So for entertainment purposes only. So let's take a look at the energy. What was the meeting supposed to be about? Okay. All right. And might not have seen this in a while, but this is some of Dave's rocks. This is his azurite with malachite. This is rough obsidian, and this is my rainbow obsidian that he gave me. So in case you were wondering. All right. So what was this meeting all about? Oops. Okay. Nine of Swords. Okay, that makes sense. They've got this. If it's about Epstein, it's because it's a nightmare situation. It's a headache that won't go away. They're trying to deflect. They're trying to distract, and they can't. Nothing works. He's tried, bringing up investigations on Clinton and Obama, and all these other diversionary tactics aren't working, and so now he's just saying it's fake news. The challenge is, because it's interrupting all these wonderful successes that I've had. It's like you said, it's put out because of Democrats, because we've had the most successful 6 months in the history of our country. Well, if you're Project 2025 or Super Ultra MAGA, the last 6 months have been super duper successful. If you're a human being with compassion or morals or ethics, this has been horrific to go through. If you're an ally or a trading partner of the United States, it's been an absolute nightmare situation. And these morons are celebrating. energy underneath it. It's the tower. This meeting, it quite frankly could bring down the whole administration, and not that he's going to quit. That'll never happen. But what it is this is one of the cornerstones of him running, was he was going to expose all the Democratic corrupt Democrats who are pedophiles, and it's either a big nothing burger, or there are so many of his buddies in on this that he can't release it. And so it's a tower moment, that the foundation of this structure is built on crap, and it's about to come crashing down. In the past, you got the Eight of Wands. This is about his messaging, saying that, hey, the Democrats are a bunch of pedophiles, and they've got hot dogs and pepperoni pizzas, and there's basements where they have their little pedo rings. That all of this stuff is being disproven, and but he keeps putting it out there in the ether. Current situation is the King of Cups. They don't. I think it's very difficult right now for Trump to keep his emotions in control. It's always been difficult for him to keep his emotions in control, but MAG is waiting for this, and there's going to be emotions running very high regarding this. I'm going to slide this down just a little bit. Overarching energy is the Ten of Cups. Once again, the Republicans are celebrating all of their wonderful family value victories. That's what they want to be celebrating, but they're stuck with this Epstein thing. This Epstein thing won't go away, and it's because of all the messaging they've done on it. The lesson to be learned: the emperor is not pleased. The emperor made a promise that he's not going to be able to keep. There's, the other thing that we need to talk about here, and Dave and I will do a reading on it. That I'm purposely not doing the reading on it until Dave and I can look at it together. Is he's about ready to meet with Putin in Alaska and Zelensky to talk about negotiating the end of the war for his little Nobel Peace Prize that he wants to get so bad. And he's got all these different priorities that are coming together that might be mutually exclusive. He might not be able to deliver on some or any of these. And that's going to make the emperor very, very unhappy. Because he made promises that he got elected and it was going to make America great again, but they're not going his way. In fact, the courts are even looking at his tariffs, and if they take away his tariff power, that's just one more thing that's going to blow up in his face. The outcome, Seven of Cups. He basically needs to keep the bullshit going. He needs to try and keep his base in the dark, distracted. Look at the dancing monkey over here. Look at this shiny thing over there. Squirrel. And keep them away from the Epstein case, because it's either he's hip deep in it, or it's a big nothing burger that he just bullshitted his base into believing. And I think his base is going to have a rough time processing that there really was no list, and that the Democrats aren't a bunch of anti-American woke pedophiles. I think the base is ready. They want that raw meat, and Trump might not be able to deliver it. Or the meat that's in there has a lot of Republican. It's elephant meat, not donkey meat. You know what I'm saying? So the meeting is basically, this Epstein thing's not going away. So yeah, they're lying. It's a bunch of bullshit. That's exactly why they were meeting. So why didn't the meeting happen? This is kind of what I'm interested in. So let's go in with an open mind. Let me do one more shuffle. So, I'm not stacking the deck, and this is what drives Dave nuts, because these cards are so damn thick. I can't, it's hard to shuffle the whole thing at once and get a good shuffle. So, because obviously I just did it right there, right? So why was this meeting canceled? Why did they not have the meeting? Okay, foundation is Ace of Sword. There was a truth that was out there. Maybe an inconvenient truth that was out there. And there's heartbreak and betrayal in this truth. That if they release this information or lack of information, there's a betrayal or a heartbreak. This could be one of two things. If it's a nothing burger, MAGA is going to be very disappointed. If there are a bunch of politicians on it, MAGA is going to be disappointed because it's not a bunch of Democrats. There may be some Democrats on it, and frankly, I don't give a crap who's on it. If you're a pedophile and you need to face the consequences of it. I'm sorry, a grown-ass adult raping and trafficking a child. Sorry, you're going to face the consequences of it. You need help. All right. Energy underneath it. Why did they cancel it? There's a lot of wealthy people that are going to be impacted by this. People with power, people with influence, people with money. It's going to disrupt a lot of comfortable living. People who are used to the finer things are going to be exposed by this. Or if it's a big nothing burger, this could negatively impact some of the Trump sycophants' ability to enjoy their wealth and their fun ride with the emperor there. So let's keep going, because I'm not sure if it's because it's a nothing burger or because of who's on it. In the past, you got the Knight of Wands. We've been fighting this, resisting, trying to take action to release the information, and we're getting tired of getting beaten up over it. Why did the meeting get canceled? The current situation is the moon. There was confusion. They weren't sure what path to go forward with. There's secrets that need to be revealed or have not been revealed yet, or they don't want to reveal. High Priestess, keeper of secrets. There's secrets that they don't want to expose. Okay, but why did the meeting get canceled? Because it was a full moon? Because they didn't have the right people there to ask the right questions? Because they were tired? Let's see, keep going. Maybe Trump was having a sundowning moment there. Lesson to be learned is the Five of Pentacles. People are going to be there's going to be a group of people that are not going to be inside nice and warm. They're going to be exposed and left out in the cold. Or why did the meeting happen? Because the people that they needed to be there couldn't make it. And the outcome is the Hangman. They're going to me, this is either they're throwing someone under the bus, or they're not happy with the situation they're in. It's probably the latter. It's probably they canceled the meeting just because it's probably they didn't want to ask the questions that needed to be asked. They want to keep people confused. They want to keep them in the dark. They didn't want to ask the tough questions. They weren't willing to ask it because is it going to impact people that that are important to them, and they don't want to put them out in the cold. So they just basically said no. I suspect Trump canceled it. He's the only one that would have the power and the authority to cancel it, saying that this isn't what I want to do right now. It could just be as simple as he doesn't want to expose friends, comrades, if you will, or it could be he doesn't have the mental bandwidth for it right now. He's so concerned about his freaking Peace Prize that maybe he's just too busy trying to kiss Putin's butt. So, one more. What's going to be the outcome of this? Are they going to finally release the Epstein list? I'm going to do a side-by-side. Are they going to release this Epstein list, and how's MAGA going to feel about this if the list is, with their decision? Are they going to release it? We'll do a little four-carder. And how is MAGA going to react? All right. Okay. Are they going to release it? It's a nightmare situation. It's the same foundation we had with what was the meeting about. We really need to think about it because this could be the end for a whole bunch of people. They'll make an offer, some sort of emotional offering, a little peace offering. Maybe the Gazelle Maxwell testimony will be enough. And if they release it, they're going to have to defend their actions. I don't. I honestly don't think they're going to release it. They're going to try and come up with some substitute and then defend why that makes sense. And how's MAGA going to react to this? We want the information. You promised it. We've been holding you up on a pedestal because you said that you were going to look out for us and look out for these young people. You know, we've got this idealized version of you, but you know, anything can happen. We can change our mind. You know, we want to claim the victory. You know, we brought you to victory because you said you were going to give this information to us. And we're getting a little tired of asking for it. So yeah, I don't think they're going to release it. At least currently, that seems to be the energy around it. They're just simply not going to release it. Let's do one more. How are the Democrats? Let's see. They're not going to release it. I don't know what I want to go next with that. I don't care how the Democrats feel, frankly, because the information should be released. Well, shoot, let's move this to the side. What else do I need to know about it? Just 4 cards. What else do we need to know about that? They don't want to release it. It doesn't look like they're going to release it. So what's going to happen? They're going to... So five of swords. They're going to keep fighting on something that they should be walking away from. They're just not going to prioritize correctly because they want to show strength. What this could be is, okay. I think what it is the reason why they're not releasing it, the reason why they just want this to go away is he wants to focus on ending the war in Ukraine to show how strong he is and get his Pulitzer Prize or his Nobel Peace Prize. Not Pulitzer Prize. Yeah, if you could like get a Pulitzer Prize with writing your signature on it with a Sharpie, because I don't think the man can actually write anything other than his signature. Ace of Pentacles, because this is the value I could bring and we could start making money, and it bring an end to things, you know, just something you can observe. I think what it is he doesn't want to release it because it's going to distract away from his desire for a Nobel Peace Prize. Frankly, trying to end the war in Ukraine. So that's my interpretation. I may be completely wrong. It wouldn't be the first time, won't be the last. Anyways, that's what I got for you. So I just want to thank you so much for watching. If you like these videos, give it a thumbs up. Subscribe and hit the bell. We'll wake you up at midnight with a new one. And leave a comment. I read them all, respond to many. If you like, let me know what you want me to read on. I may put something in the community page for that. Just let me know what kind of things you want to read on. The last couple of weeks, there hasn't been a whole lot of interest in the topics that I've been picking. So let me know what you want. I mean, I can read all day on what I want. I don't need a YouTube channel for that. So, I mean, this channel is here for you folks. So I'll put something on the community page. Let me know what you want me to read on. And then that really takes a lot of the pressure off Dave and I, because if you tell us what you want, we'll give it to you. But I also want to give a couple of shout outs. There were some people that have been very kind and made some donations to the channel, and I want to make sure I acknowledge that. All right. Okay, so Kentucky Belle. Hi there, Michelle. I hope you're having a great day. Thank you so much for being such a consistent contributor to the channel. I hope you're doing okay. I know you've had a couple of challenges and setbacks in your world, and I'm so sorry. Knight of Cups. So here's a big cyber hug for you. Things will get better for you soon. Thank you so much. I truly appreciate you. And then Door 2025, who made a very thoughtful contribution. I'll give you the second card. Ah, yes, the Five of Swords. Yes, keep fighting. Don't let him make you stop if you're not ready to stop there, Door 2025. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. Robin Davis. Hi, Robin. How are you? Robin's also been very consistent in supporting the channel, as you can see with the Eight of Pentacles. Always chipping a little bit extra for us there. David, I truly appreciate that. And then Karen Kless, thank you so much for your contribution to the channel. Eight of Cups, don't be sad it took me so long to get back to you. I think actually you made that yesterday, so, or it might have been 2 days ago. It's Dave and I record these videos in batches typically. So if I don't get back to you right away or give you your birthday shout out, it's coming. Sometimes sometimes it just takes a while to get the videos out there. And then a special shout out to it's E.O. Wingfield. So the messengers, I'm starting to think y'all don't love me back. Oh, don't think that. We love all of you folks out there. And let's put an end to that thought. The Ten of Swords, nope, no more. Take that thought and put 10 swords in it. We love you all. Anyways, I hope you're all having a wonderful day. And a card for the rest of us. This is actually a great card, and unfortunately it's been usurped. The Nine of Cups. Hopes, wishes, dreams fulfilled. I hope you all have a wonderful, wonderful Sunday. And then Dave and I will be together and we'll record some videos. And we'll have a whole fresh batch of videos for you all next week. Hope you have a wonderful day. Talk to you soon. Bye.